for clicking on the video and joining me for tonight's reading. If you'd like to jump straight to your zodiac sign, please check the comment section for the corresponding timestamps. I have been quite busy with responsibilities the last couple of days, so I haven't really had time for the cards, but the cards have been calling me, and I must say I've missed reading for the channel. I've been thinking a lot about my next upload, and up until a very short while ago I wasn't even sure what the message would be, and it came to me quite clearly that the cards want me to look at the person on your mind, their current energies and their intentions or actions towards you. I also felt quite strongly to start the readings with Pisces tonight. So the birthday collective, we'll start with you tonight, and then we'll go through the zodiac signs as per order. And with that, let's get started. The person on your mind, their current energies and the intentions or next actions towards you. Pisces, what messages do the cards have for you tonight? Messages for Pisces, the person on their mind. Okay, got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Pentacles upright. Okay, and the Sun. I think let's go for two more cards. Okay, we've got three cards. Okay, there is a little bit of four energy. What I see here, the person on your mind, there's quite a lot of starting off with Earth, and then we're finishing off with Cups here. There might be some type of delay. Trust the process. A lot of fours here. This person is perhaps hesitant to move forward with the plan that they do have. Hesitant is not meaning it's a no. It means that for now it's a little bit of stagnant energy. A lot of thought going into this about future investments and stability. I see them coming forward, and there's a lot of promise here. However, they may not be telling you everything that's going on with them. They might be holding quite a lot back. They haven't quite made up their mind, so they're not going to say everything, but they are going to hint that there's a lot of promise here, that they do see a lot of potential. It's going to be kind of behind what say beating around the bush. They're not going to come straight out because they're not quite sure yet. But when we look here at the outcome, there is progression. There is a definite decision to elevate it to the next level. Your message is that it's going to take them a little bit of time, but you need to be patient. Because once they actually make up their mind, it's going to be for long-term investment. It's going to bring a lot of happiness, but it is going to take a little bit of time for them to really formulate how they want to go forward. And they are the ones that needs to initiate this, because they're the ones that are still indecisive. But they're getting there, so allow them, because they're forming this idea in their mind of how it could be. And once they form that idea, that's it. They make the decision and they live with it. There may be a little bit of manipulation here, a little bit of, a little too critical, a little too analytical. You could be dealing with an air sign. Pisces, sorry, not Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini, or escapes me now, Libra. And we have Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, we have Cancer, Scorpio, and no ones, but lots of investment and lots of heartfelt emotions, like long-term investment, emotionally and materially, building a future together. There's all those plans here. So be patient, but it is coming together, and there's a lot of positivity in the read. So Pisces, if you are waiting on somebody to make a decision, be patient, because they are looking long-term investment. Aries, messages for you and the person on your mind. Let's find out about their current energies and their intentions or actions towards you. What messages do the cards have for you tonight? Our Aries collective. What messages do cards have for you about your person and their intentions and actions towards you? Okay, quite a few came out there. Let's just put them to the side and see what else comes out. World. The Lovers in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. Judgment. And one more. Okay. Eight of Cups. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Let's have a quick squizzy here. Aries, again, I'm seeing somebody that is indecisive. There is a lot of emotional intention behind their approach. They do want to come forward with a lot of the way they feel. They're going to express the way they feel to you. That's what their intention, that they want to do. But there's something that they want to keep on the down low. There is a decision they've made in the past that they want to keep secret. Let's see if this comes out more. It's like they may have, they've made some very foolish decisions. Seven of Cups, the Lovers in reverse. And they still trying to hold it together. Like, they can see that the cycle is ending. They can see that the cycle is ending and it hasn't worked in their favor. And they know they're looking back and they know that maybe they couldn't settle down, maybe they were hiding too much, but their foolish ways has closed this cycle off before they were ready. And now they're hurting. And here we have the World and we have Judgment there. It's definitely end of cycles. And I'm seeing them coming back with the Eight of Cups in reverse in the outcome. It means that they want to reunite. They've made their decision. But I'm trying to work out this Queen of Swords energy here. I don't think they're going to be quite honest still. I think they might try to spin this around. They might come back, but kind of try and make you feel that you were responsible for what happened. But they do want to mend it. But it's almost like they're not learning the lessons that they should. They're like avoiding accountability. And with the Queen of Swords in reverse, I feel like it's somebody that can be very malicious. Then there's the Judgment, and then there's the Eight of Cups in reverse. I'm getting that they do have a lot of regret, but it's almost like they're blaming you. And now they're having a struggle dealing with the consequences. But they are going to come back. They're going to come back and try and make contact. I do see this as somebody that's returning from the past, because there's too many mistakes here and too many bad decisions, the closing of cycles, and then the outcome is that they're coming back, but they're not going to be straightforward. I do see that they're going to try and make you feel responsible for the problems of the past. And it is what it is. You'll have to. You are the deciding factor. Whether you want this or not, because they haven't really changed, and I don't think they're going to say the things that you're expecting to hear. There's no apology coming. They just see it as moving on. Let the past be the past, and I didn't quite see the energies there, but it's either you know them or you don't. That's the message for you, Aries, is that your person, they're deceptive about the bad decisions they've made in the past. They have been, they continue to, and they will be in the future. If they come back, it's completely up to you how it will go forward, but expect much of the same. They don't look like a very honest person. I get the sense that they're only coming back because they feel like it's over, and they don't want to let it go, but they're not ready to be honest yet. Excuse me tonight, I have a little bit of allergies. Okay, moving on to Taurus. Taurus, tonight we're asking the cards about the person on your mind. And we want to know a little bit about them, and we want to know their intentions and actions towards you. And we want to know the outcome, what we can expect for our Taurus collective. What messages do cards have for our Taurus collective? Okay, I've got the Nine of Swords, the Magician, Wheel of Fortune, Emperor, wow, for this major arcana here. Okay, we'll take that one. Strength at the bottom of the deck. This person is going through a hard time. I get the sense of a whole lot of karma forcing this person to reevaluate who they are and what they want in life. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Justice. We have this sense of taking back control with the Magician and the Emperor, and then we have the transition from the Nine of Swords energy to the Knight of Pentacles. We have, out of 7 cards, we have 6 major arcanas. I'm seeing somebody who's been struggling, obviously, but waiting and waiting and waiting for, say, the tide to change, like, or what's it, the tide to turn, like, they're waiting for something good to happen in their lives, and they're trying to make it happen, but with the Magician here, they're definitely going from waiting and worrying to realizing that they need to take the steps, they need to take the action, they need to build a picture in their mind and go after it. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, and Justice. I'm seeing that that little bit of action and that idea of actually taking the initiative changes everything. They take more control over their lives. I see things falling into place. I see a major transition taking place, and I see it taken a long time. It's something they've been willing to put in the time for. And somehow this directly relates to you. Then we end with the Knight of Pentacles. And that is slow but steady wins the race. This is somebody that is determined to see this through to completion. I'm getting a lot of Leo energy. We have the Strength card, and then we have the fixed signs, and we have that fixed sign mentality of going the long haul, especially with next to the Justice here. This is having looked in every direction possible to have full understanding, not in a rush, but wanting to see results. I see somebody here who's gone from waiting and victim kind of mentality to actually doing all the mental work, understanding the lesson, and progressing forward. And maybe in your direction, Taurus, because this is Earth energy. Okay, so we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Then we have the fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Did I say that? I don't think so. I said Scorpio and Taurus, Leo and Aquarius. We have Gemini and Gemini energy, strong Gemini. And that's the message I have for you. The person on your mind is going through a very big change in their life, and it's all for the better. This might not be something you aware of at all. It might be something you are aware of, but it's a major life change, and they're going to stick to it. So if they're asking for a second chance, be willing, and also know that the journey is slow. So no pushing, just acceptance. And that's the message I have for you, Taurus. And we are moving on to Gemini now. Gemini, tonight we are asking the cards about the person on your mind and their intentions and next actions towards you. So what messages do the cards have for our Gemini collective tonight? What messages do the cards have for our Gemini? Oops, that's too many. Okay, but it's a whole lot of what I saw the other night. Okay, it's just what I put away. So let's have a quick look at it. This is Virgo energy, Libra energy, could be the time. And then this is Scorpio energy. So this could be coming in September, October, November. There might be plans for that time. That's how I'm looking at this. Taking a while to build this legacy And there is a fear of failure. A fear of failure, but your person is sitting in the Queen of Pentacles energy, and that is matching your energy from the last couple of reads. So this person, their focus is also on the home and the workplace. So let's pick up some more cards. Same. There's the fear of loss, but that is outweighed by the hope and the, say, belief in self. Okay. King of Pentacles in reverse. Check out one more. Okay. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Aries, there's Gemini energy here, and there's Taurus. So lots of earth and fire and a little bit of air. No cups. I see this person is... they're struggling to get their feet off the ground. I get the impression that every time they do make progress, there's like something that falls apart for them. And that's made them feel a little bit like life is against them. But I see here that there is this new opportunity. So I feel like this is somebody that sees you as like a fresh start. I also see that they're very attracted to you. They have a lot of promises. I find this is kind of contradictory energy here, because I feel like they do struggle, and this might be why, because they start off very passionate, making a lot of promises, but it's just doesn't seem to last long. It's like, I think it's that people say fits and bursts. Like, it's like pow, pow, and then they wonder why things aren't working out, but they're inconsistent. And then we have an outcome of the Emperor, and so what I'm seeing here is that this person they do want to, it's quite a masculine energy, it's quite a dominating energy. They do want to call the shots, I guess. And I think that's leaving you a little confused. I think when I look at this, I can only scratch my head and think I feel confused. Like, I think the reason why you don't know perhaps where it's going is because they give mixed signals and they don't really know where they're going from day to day. I'm getting the feeling of somebody that likes to be in control, but they're not really the type of person that can be in control. Like, maybe their planning is not great, or their foresight is lacking, but it seems to me that they want to call the shots, but they're not, say, responsible or reliable or consistent enough to have that role they want. But that's the way they're going to approach you. And so that's what you can expect from them. They really are trying to be stable and provide. They're trying to match your energy. But they just can't maintain it. So I do see them coming forward with an offer, very exciting, quite intense, seems good, and they're coming forth very domineering, like things their own way. But it's not gonna, I just don't see it lasting long. Even though they are promising it, there's too many signs of instability. So that's the message I have for you. If this is your story, you will definitely know what I'm talking about. So Gemini, be cautious. Cancer, the person on your mind, their current energies and their intentions and actions towards you. Quick messages from the cards tonight. Your person and their intentions and actions towards you. Let's just check my microphone. And have some water. Just need to get a tissue. Excuse me. Right. Cancer. Person on your mind, their current energies, their intentions and actions towards you. What messages do cards have for you tonight, Cancer? Wow, that's nice. So bright, so much potential. So much growth. All these pentacles. Earth energy. The Empress. This is very nice, Cancer. The World. And that will call it a day. Okay, so what I see is somebody that is very much in their earth energy. They're very much into building new projects and building their wealth and building on their environment, their future. This is long-term investment, well thought out investments. And as I said, slow but steady wins the race. So this is somebody who sees an opportunity and then moves into to build that and invest in it. And they're a natural at it. I see them as expecting you to come towards them. It's like they're saying, I am the prize, and you need to make up your mind and you need to come towards me, because I'm not going to come towards you. I find that they are very open and inviting. I don't think you need to worry about a closed off energy. However, they expect you to match them. They expect you to match the level they operate on, and then you advance to the next level together. So they're saying, I have a lot to offer. I'm not going to chase you. You're going to come with towards me with all your big offer, and then I will make up my mind. You're either going to catch my eye or you're not. They're very stable. They're very confident. They know they're in a good position. So they're not going to make any movement towards you. They're going to wait to see what you have to say and what offer you want to make them, and then they'll take it from there. And that is the message I have for you tonight, Cancer. I'm not really looking at energies tonight, but I will do that tomorrow. I'll do a decent dive in, but I just wanted to get a message out because the cards wanted to speak to me, and I've just been so busy. I haven't been able to do it. So tonight, just a quick person on your mind, their energies, and then we will look at something more tomorrow. Leo, person on your mind, their intentions and actions towards you. One more. Two of Pentacles. Okay, so we're going from the Two of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This person is going up, having a glow up. They really are. They're excuse me. They have three major arcana right in the center there. They are changing. They might have been not quite honest and upfront with you in the beginning. They might have actually been entertaining other people while they made up their mind, but they've made up their mind about you now. And I think you're going to see a complete change in them from the way you interacted before. There's Leo energy, definite Leo energy. That's the only, I mean, we've got Pisces, Cancer, Aries, and Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn again. So those are the energies, but I see them acting behind the scenes, and the intention is how are they going to come forward to you, because they haven't really been honest in the past, and so now they're in this Emperor in reverse energy when they come towards you. Like, there's a Chariot that they really have this desire, this intention, they can taste it, but then they don't have that same confidence as they may have in the past. But I see them coming forward with a lot of promise. They're going to come forward. They're going to say, I've changed a lot. I'm a new person. They're kind of weak. They're kind of broken. But they want to build with you. And they see you as a good investment. As somebody that they can build with in the future. That's the message I have for you, Leo. About the person on your mind. And with that, we are going to move on to Virgo. Virgo. The person on your mind. What are their current energies and their intentions or actions towards you? What can you expect from the person that you are thinking about, Virgo? What are they currently going through? Excuse me. I'm suffering with a bit of allergies at the moment. Okay, Virgo. The person on your mind, their intentions and actions towards you. Whoops. This might be somebody that really is very sociable. One more. Oh, that's not one more. Okay, let's have a look here. What I'm seeing here is somebody that's quite sociable. They're a very busy person. They're always on the move, and that's their personality. But when it comes to you, they are taking a slower approach, but their feelings are very big. I think that it's deceptive in the approach that they're making towards you. They seem like they don't really care. But the truth is that they care a lot and they're hiding that feelings. It's very strong Pisces here. Pisces and Cancer. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Strong Cancer. Strong Pisces. But I actually see them coming forward with the truth. It's like they realize they have to let you know how they feel. And they're going to be honest with you. Emotionally and intellectually, they're going to be honest with you. Because they see you as an investment and worth the effort. You rev the engines. Okay, so expect the person on your mind to come forward to you with some open, honest communications. Because they care about you. And they're very stable. And their intention is good. And that is the message I have for you, Virgo. Moving on to Libra. Libra. The person that you are thinking about. The person on your mind. What are their intentions and next actions towards you? What messages do cards have for you tonight, Libra? The person on your mind. What can you expect in the near future? dealing with the Gemini. Okay, let's have a look at these quick. Okay, you could be dealing with a bit of an impulsive Gemini. This person is showing Gemini energies here with like the hard work, but the need to sort of have like their own space, the need to go off and excuse me, do their own thing without having to be accountable for it. That's what I'm seeing here. Like a little bit of privacy. So, the person that you're currently dealing with is in the Lover's energy. They do have strong feelings. They do want the commitment, but with the Knight of Swords in reverse, I'm seeing somebody that is a little bit hasty, that is a little bit reckless, that maybe makes decisions in the spur of the moment that affects the long-term connection. So I'm getting a little bit of a reckless person. I'm getting somebody that actually does care, but they have a fear of settling down. So they actually put on a bravado. But this is not a healthy, it's not a healthy energy. You know, it's not a healthy energy, and we've got the devil in reverse here. I'm definitely picking up selfish vibes here from your person. Like, they do care. We have the Lovers, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the Sun. There's all this great energy that they have. But the whole time, they put themselves first. And that's very disruptive to you. That puts everything, like you have to wait for the good times. And what I'm seeing here is they give, and then they get selfish again. They give, and then they recluse. And you never really know what to expect from them. So expect the unexpected. Expect them to come forward, and then for how long they might go again. And that is because they put themselves first. That's all I can say. Very selfish. And that's the message I have for you. They will continue like that. They'll be in and out, and they'll be up and down, and it'll always be about them first and foremost. Scorpio, tonight we're looking at the person on your mind and their current energies, their intentions, and their actions towards you. What messages do the cards have for the Scorpio collective? Person on your mind, their current energies, their intentions, and their next actions towards you. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Cups, the Star, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Too many, but it was the Empress. So it's a very attractive person. Let's go for one more. Oh, okay, we got Two of Swords. Twos and twos. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom altar. I do see like a struggle for balance here, obviously. I mean, we've got 2 twos, we've got the star in reverse. What we have here is somebody that I would say they attach pretty easily. Like I'm seeing here they fall in love very quick. And it's not a healthy attachment. I see that they question the relationship between you and what potential it has for them. That's very key to them. Like, are you going to provide for them? That's what I see here. It's like they're not getting into relationships for the right reasons. They have attachment issues. This is what I'm seeing. And then they actually can't make up their minds. Like once they're attached, they're so in love, but they're questioning all the time. Am I making the right decision here? And I kind of see that there is this divine masculine and feminine energy, but you're not necessarily on the same page. Like I see that they're seeing you as the person who's going to provide for them, and let me just think about this. They are seeing you as their provider, because they're in the shadow here. This is the icon. So, and this here is saying that they can't really make up their mind. And so they're gonna look at it like sort of like an exchange, and like it's like what they can get out of it more than what they like feel for it. You know, and so I can't say yes, they do care and they have like good intention. When the intention is not based on like the most sort of honest thing, and that is love. They're looking at it more as like contractual, like what are they gonna get out of it? And do they really want to stick around? So and they don't change that kind of energy of indecisiveness. Although there seems to be every reason to get along, and there's this like mutual energy of attraction and likes and interests, it just seems that they just can't like really get it together. They've got attachment issues, so they attach quick, but then once they're attached, they're like, oh, do I want this, am I, what can you give me then? Is it going to be enough? Because if you can't give enough, they're not going to be happy with that. That's the energy I'm picking up tonight, Scorpio. And we are going to move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the person on your mind. The current energies and their intentions and actions towards you. What can you expect? What messages do the cards have for you? Messages do the cards have for a Sagittarius collective tonight? there's a whole lot there. But we'll take them. We'll take one more. A lot of Sage energy there. Star at the bottom of the deck. There's something this person wants. There's something this person is getting. But it seems to me at the end there, they're definitely the outcome is Sagittarius. I don't know, I'm just kind of seeing here that this person, and I'm not saying this in a light way, but they kind of play hard to get. Like, they make themselves available, but they're not quite available. Like, there might be a little bit of flirtation sort of energy between you, but it's more like sort of competitive flirtatious energy. So like, it's that kind of wit where it's like one up you and sort of maybe diss you or whatever. It's like, yeah, it's quite feisty. They're very cautious about this, but they are, I think, very attractive because there's a lot of wands here and there's a lot of Sagittarius energy. Their focus is definitely on you, but then they're quite defensive and cautious. But then they make themselves, they seemingly want to be attractive and appealing to you. So I do get that energy of like tit for tat, little jabbies. It's like hehehe, it's like our joke. Little competitive, sort of feisty backwards and forwards, but it's to let you know that they're available and interested. But that's as far as it goes, because they're quite, they may seem closed off, but I see them just as being very protective of themselves. I think they're going to come forward to you, Sagittarius. I think they're going to be making the move, and they're going to come forward and they're going to say, this is my story, this is where I've been, I've had this hurt, I've learned from it, I want to do things different, I want to protect myself, and I don't want to go through that again. But they do want to go through the relationship, but they don't want to go through the struggle. I really get that feeling they're going to come forward and excuse me, I'm a bit tired, and open up to you. But they're scared and they're protecting themselves. But you are their focus. And that's the quick message I have for you tonight, Sagittarius. Let's move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, the person on your mind, what are their intentions, the next actions towards you, the current energy, and their intentions or next actions towards you, Capricorn? What messages do cards have for you tonight? So a lot of Ten of Pentacles tonight. A lot of people wanting to invest, or seemingly a good investment. Messages for Capricorn tonight. What cards do you have for Capricorn tonight? Also a lot of decisions open with the Seven of Cups. King of Cups has been out tonight quite a bit. Ten of Cups. And let's get one more. Queen of Swords. Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So this could be a little bit of delayed action. Just need to have a sip of water. I think I'm getting the flu. My son has been sick. Turn on my microphone. Capricorn. You are looking to the future and wondering where you're going to invest. I think what I see, no, sorry, it's not you, it's the person on your mind. Okay, what I see is the person on your mind is looking into the future and they want to invest. Okay, this may be a past person who fumbled you. Okay? Or this may be somebody that's a little bit especially cautious because they fumbled in the past. I think this is all second time round love. You all return, but anyway. And that's kind of a big it's made them want to be better. And I see what's happened is at first they were seeing the relationship as something that could be like a bit of a brag book and a bit of a look what I accumulated and sort of look at the catch I got. They're kind of looking for that kind of relationship. And then what happened is they actually fell in love. That's what I'm picking up here. There's this change from looking at the investment to actually understanding that the investment isn't always about how it looks, but rather about the dynamics and the home over the house. I think what's happened here is this person was a bit fixated on everything and how it looked and what they needed materially. And that didn't work out for them. They might have looked to somebody else to say as a better provider, and that mistake made them realize who they actually really loved. And it's you that brings love and stability. Like somebody who speaks openly and honestly and straightforwardly, tells what it is and what they want. And this is somebody that wants to build a house out of love because they see the bigger picture. So I see somebody that was quite concerned with building the outer appearances, and they've had like a bit of a lesson. Now they're coming with more of a stable emotional approach rather than about the money, and I see them being very straightforward with you. I see them saying, look, I messed up before, but I learned my lesson. That's the message I have for you, Capricorn. And we are on to Aquarius. I was like, where's Pisces? But we already read Pisces. Okay. Aquarius. Tonight we are asking the cards about the person on your mind. and we want to know their intentions and actions towards you. What messages the cards have for our Aquarius collective tonight? Okay, we're out with the twos again. Excuse me. Okay, let's get some more cards for Aquarius. Okay, two more. And we have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is somebody you get along with. They're very easy to get along with. They're accommodating. They make space for you. They make you feel warm and fuzzy. But they're just not coming forward with any kind of like offer. I feel like you feel like they're leading you on someone and just keeping you waiting with no real outcome. And it's just not what you expected. Like I see you meeting and you just clicking, and there be this like mutual sort of interested energy, and then there's the backwards and forwards of conversations and phone calls or whatever, but nothing is coming from it. Like they just not say they're not showing up with the goods. They're keeping you waiting and guessing. And it's hard to accept because you thought it was going to be a different outcome. But I see you waiting and it's hard. And I see them that they're not really going to make an effort. And I feel like this is going to become something like, you're thinking like, this is just going to like fizzle out, like they're not coming back. And as I said, that's totally not what you expected. So you're waiting and you're hoping. So let's take out one more card. Okay, Magician. Let's take out another card. I am seeing that you need to be patient. I'm also seeing that you need to shift your focus from this. You need to be patient, but you need to shift your focus from this to yourself. And you need to create the space where they start. You need to focus on you and learn patience so that it ignites that interest in them, that motivates them to do something about it. Because they just don't have spark in them. They're just not like, can we say, a self-starter. So you need to sort of take your focus away from them and let them feel that shift of focus from you in order to motivate them into doing something, because otherwise they're just not going to really come forward with anything. They're going to leave you waiting, and when you thought, oh yay, this is it, and then now you're sitting like that. You need to learn patience, work on your patience, and work on you, and shift your focus completely. Don't give this energy anything, because that is the only thing that's going to like motivate them. Get up and do something with that cup now. And that's the message I have for everybody tonight. I did want to put something out because I have missed this space, but unfortunately I've been a little busy and my allergies have been a little bad, and now I think I might be getting the flu because, as I said, my son came home from work with the flu a few days ago. But nonetheless, I still wanted to put out a video and connect with you. So please excuse the bumpiness and not always explaining energies. But it is what it is, and tomorrow I want to put out something a little more in depth, not just a quick look. So we'll see how that goes. But I still appreciate you being here, and if you watched all the way to the end, thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me, and I look forward to building momentum, and I hope you come back, and I hope you gain something from this time of tarot and introspection. And until next time, thank you and stay blessed.